Welcome to the KO Boxing Show. Tonight's KO Boxing Show, we come from the Darabin Community Centre and we've got competition development for Taekwondo. I'm here with the organiser, Murat Uric. Murat, it's going to be a massive, massive show.
We're very proud, Peter. We've drawn 150 plus 6 to 14-year-old Taekwondo first-timers here to the Darabin Sports Centre.
Look, it's got a big feel to it. It's a little like Karate Kid out there. It's, very good community feel, mate.
Well, it is a grassroots event. It's not a high-level event at all. It's very similar to your Auskick style of Taekwondo. We've got clubs from all over Victoria, ranging from Powerhouse, Evolution, Black Taekwondo. We've got clubs from everywhere, so even from Tasmania that have come here, flown to this event. They're very excited because they get the opportunity to contest at a very friendly, positive, safe Taekwondo tournament, plus also build some martial arts characteristics for their athletes.
Let's go into some action and there'll be some interviews as well.
Okay, we're here at the Victorian Development Tournament in Darabin Sports Centre. Today we're going to interview one of our families, which I'm very proud to introduce. On my left is Gab, which is one of our little stars, one of our fighters, Mark, Naomi and Stefan. Without further to say, I'm probably going to hand the microphone over to Mark and Naomi and just get them to share their feelings and emotions on what draws them to this sport, but also why to this event. So Mark, firstly, welcome.
What can I say? It's apart from the sport, it's more the club that draws us to the sport. There's a nice family feel of unity, of a sense of respect for the children to learn from, keeping them in line, discipline, all that sort of stuff. So it's a big positive, a really big positive for us. What do you think, Dal?
We've been a part of the club now for 4 years. When we first started, it was just a hobby that we introduced to the boys. But moving forward into the years, we've developed some beautiful friendships with people. Families are lovely. Sense of community is amazing. And we're very proud to be a part of this club. The respect that it teaches the kids, the discipline, it's been wonderful. It's actually helped the boys with structure in just everyday life, which has been amazing. And being boys, a lot of energy, they definitely need that. So thank you, Coach Matt, for everything you've offered the boys and the families and what you've created. Thank you.
Peter, as you can hear from the families, Taekwondo is a great sport. It is about the kids. It's about the kids becoming into life champions. So hopefully these families today enjoy themselves and we're inspiring some future athletes into the sport of Taekwondo. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Gab. Thank you, Stefan. And thank you, Naomi. Thank you, guys.
Back at the Darabin Community Centre with a sponsor of this event. Mate, it must be massive for you guys to get involved with grassroots stuff like this.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It really is, to be a long-term sponsor of the Taekwondo with Matt, it's really a long-term prospect for us, and it's really good to see these kids and families here today.
Matt, it must be great for you to have people on board like TIV.
Well, it is because we're both in the same line of work. We're about educating our youth. You do it through trades, we do it through martial arts, and we connect because we've got the same audience and we're trying to teach the same disciplines, leadership and confidence, but we're trying to use similar industries like Trade Institute of Victoria. We see them not as a sponsor, but we see them as a partner because we want to partner to build our youth of Australia for the future.
You've got 6 to 14-year-olds here, 14-year-olds who are about the market you guys are looking at.
Oh, yeah, and them growing up a little bit more and the 16, 17-year-olds. What we like to do is ensure that, we give them a prospect for their future and really give them an avenue to become what they want to become through our training facility.
Very exciting, mate. You must be wrapped.
I'm very excited considering the fact that 150 of the little students, athletes, are going to get all the Trade Institute of Victoria goodies, T-shirts, polos, water bottles, pens, and we thank the Kechelli family, Trade Institute of Victoria, and also Jason for being here. So thank you very much.
No problems at all. It's a pleasure to be here today.
Back at Development Taekwondo with referee Bill Costa. Bill, must be pretty hard refereeing these young kids.
Oh, they're a joy to do. They're part of a development program where the kids come out here and just have a lot of fun. No one gets hurt, and the parents enjoy it, the referees enjoy it, and the coaches enjoy it.
Murat, Bill's one of the premier referees here. He's also a soccer referee. Maybe you want to go over his experience and his involvement in the sport.
Well, Bill Costa is first-hand black belt, but also is the proud father of an Australian athlete, Catherine Costa, from last year's Cadet World Championships team. Right. But we're very fortunate to have Bill here because Bill not only shares his own Taekwondo knowledge, but also his years of refereeing knowledge. Bill, in your words, what's the biggest highlight being in these events?
The biggest highlight is seeing everybody smiling, seeing the children enjoying themselves, seeing the coaches enjoying themselves, and it's a learning curve for everybody. So it gives an opportunity for everybody to come out and have a lot of fun.
Bill, what are the basic rules for viewers out there that don't know about Taekwondo? What are the basic scoring rules?
The basic rules are if it's a body kick to the chest, it's automatically 1 point. If it's a turning body kick to the chest, it's 3 points. If it's a head kick, which we don't have in these tournaments because of the kids are just learning, but if it's a head kick, it's 3 points. If it's a turning head kick, it's 4 points. So a turning head kick to the back of the head.
Okay, what about at the back? No scoring in the back, sis?
We do have scoring on the sides, but definitely not on the backbone because we're very safety conscious. That's why they have their chest guards right around, except for right on the backbone. We just want to look after the children, look after whoever competes. Safety's first. Safety's always a priority.
Thank you for your time, Bill. Well explained, and keep refereeing. Sorry to take up your time.
No, thank you. Cheers.
Here at the Taekwondo Centre, we still have to cover some boxing issues. Danny Green, December 2nd, fights Hisense Arena. Connie Conrad, who just came off a world title fight in Germany. He's a tough German, so he's going to pose a lot of problems for Danny Green December 2nd. But we saw Danny recently had a great win in Melbourne. He's back in Melbourne now, so support December 2nd. The Maloney boys are also on there. One's fighting for an Australian title, the other one's fighting for a WBA title. Jade Mitchell on the card, Mitchell Clark, Terry Zuramanis, one of our favourites at Malvern Town Hall's on the card. We've also got Martin Toma on the card as well, so it's going to be a host of fights on there. Hisense Arena, December 2nd. I think tickets at Ticketek. Get on there, I think $65 a general admission, which isn't too bad. But other boxing news, we've obviously looking now towards the end of the year. There's maybe some decent fights coming up. We know Victor Chinian wants to have another fight in Sydney. He's one of the leading Aussie guys. Zach Dunn's going to have a fight over in America. Just some good boxing stuff happening. So, stay tuned there, viewers. We'll be back with more Taekwondo.
Okay, viewers, now we've got the stars of today's event. We've got Raina Herbertson at 10 years old from Team Taekwondo and Jessica from Evolution, 11 years old. Starting with Jessica. Jessica, do you want us to tell all the viewers why you're here today?
Well, I'm pretty nervous about today, but excited and...
Are you having fun?
Yes.
And what's the biggest highlight about today been so far?
Watching my other teammates and...
Well, fantastic, Jessica. Wishing you luck against Raina, which is 10 years old, from Team Taekwondo in Coburg. Raina, from your perspective, do you want to tell the viewers why you're here today?
To practice fighting and to get better with my technique and fighting and my nerves.
Now, Raina, just last question. Who's your biggest fan? Who?
I don't know.
You don't know. Can we say Dad? He's always here volunteering his time. He's very excited. He's over here as well. Viewers, again, as you can see, Jessica and Raina in preparation for their contest. Wishing you girls luck. Can we have a big shake of hands? Good luck and have fun.
Back with a look, Rana from Everest ETS school. How was today? How many students did you bring in?
I bring in 13 kids and 3 girls and rest boys. So, yep.
What's your relationship with Matt?
Murad, I met him very long time ago. It was, I think, 2000. And actually, I met him during our state preparation for the nationals. And when we had a group training, and I've been noticing him because he looks similar to our weight and height. And I'm a bit scared of him as well because I look at, this guy's really good. And might be he's in my weight categories, And we had a chat, and we play in a different categories, which is good. And that was 2000. I met Master Murad. When we train, and I saw his great skill, good leadership, And now when I see now, and it's a good and best example for the coming generation, for the kids. So I'm really thank you and very lucky to meet Master Murad.
I'm very humbled by the sentiments, Alok. For those people that are not aware, Alok Rana is also a World Championships athlete for Nepal. His club Andojang is based in Brunswick. But what's interesting, Peter, Master Alok, if you remember, we were training at Princes Park in the dark underneath the grandstand because we felt a little bit of reminiscence from Rocky Balboa. To really motivate ourselves to the national selections, we chose Princes Park. I'm not a Carlton supporter, as all places to train, and we had a great year that year. Master Alok, firstly, thank you very much for coming. In your words, what does Taekwondo mean to you as a World Championship athlete for a proud country like Nepal?
Taekwondo, it means it's a great sport, and it's not only we do tournament and we kick and win. It's not only about that. It's about all the process about our life and discipline, and we reflect that to our coming generation. I think that's very important for us and every coaches, I think. And Taekwondo is a great sport.
Finally, thank you very much, Alok, once again for coming. I had the fortunate of going to Nepal last year and meeting a lot of your masters in Nepal. They speak very highly of you. So to all the community in Brunswick, Victoria, if you're looking for a great leader, Alok Rana in Brunswick.
Thank you very much.
Back with the KO Boxing Show. We're here at Taekwondo, but we're just going to fill in with a bit of boxing. The heavyweight division's been an interesting division in the last 6 or 7 years since Lennox Lewis and Mike Tyson retired. Basically, the Klitschko's have taken over, and look, it's been a German affair. They all fight in Germany and what have you, but out in New Zealand way, there's a kid called Joseph Parker. He had a great win over Carly Meehan recently. He's only 23 years of age. He's got a massive future, fast hands, looks the goods, and he could be a force leading into the heavyweight division, especially coming from New Zealand. We'll adopt him as an Australian, make no mistake about that. As soon as he gets a few more wins up, he fights Klitschko, but that's only a joke. So, look, yeah, we're pretty lucky at the moment because the heavyweight division's starting to stack up now, and it's going to look like a pretty stacked division pretty soon. I mean, apart from Klitschko, if he does retire, it's going to be an open market there. But we'll be back with more Taekwondo. All areas come here at Taekwondo. Glenn Thomas from Gisborne. Mate, it's a bit of a drive for you guys, but an enjoyable day.
A great day. It's good competition too. This is good for newer members who've never done it before to come and get some experience rather than getting thrown in the deep end into the big competitions.
Yeah. How many students at your gym at the moment?
My club is a full-time club. We've got about 100 students. Because we're from a country town, we're not as big as a lot of other clubs, but I have a good about 12 fighters, and we're well respected within the Taekwondo community, so they breed them tough up there in the country.
Oh, they certainly do, Glenn, and from everyone on the boxing show, enjoy the gym at Gisborne, mate, and thanks for being on the show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Back with Jodie Brown and Ashley Brown. Jodie's a selector. She was also involved with the 2000 Olympics Taekwondo team. Massive day today, wasn't it, building up the young kids?
It's a fantastic opportunity for our junior players. We're very honoured to be here. Yeah.
What's it like having mum involved in the sport?
It's very good. I've grown up since baby with it, so I love Taekwondo. It's my life now, so it's good.
What do we see in the kids today? What are you seeing, many changes with the juniors today?
Just their ability to keep on going and not giving up. So the energy level's really high, but it's the family environment, I think, that's really important. So they've done a wonderful job, parents and the children.
You must be pretty happy. Narre Warren bringing in 16 competitors today.
Very happy. I mean, one of the things that I must also ask Jodie and Ashley, Taekwondo is a martial art. It's surrounded by a lot of male coaches and masters. We're seeing some glowing examples of some strong female leaders. How do you find your position within this sport, and what's the message you want to give to all the female athletes today about the future?
Look, there's plenty of opportunities for the women in the sport. And the girls coming through, there's lots of role models in there for them. But, yeah, it's fantastic. Another angle, different to the fellas. So it's all good.
Ashley, I mean, who were some of your female role models in the sport of Taekwondo when you were growing up, even though you're still a little baby yourself?
She coached a lot of female athletes, and they, grew up with me and, lived at our house, basically. So I grew up with heaps of female athletes that they just love the sport, and I love the sport with them.
Jodie, I mean, your club is based in Narre Warren. You're a mum, and your daughter's doing Taekwondo, and she's a leader now in your club. As a parent now, why did you choose Taekwondo for your daughter, knowing that you were in this sport for over 3 decades?
I think really the main reason is to give back, and it offers so many values to children: respect, courtesy, discipline. It's done me wonders. So same for my daughter, of course. Yeah.
Once again, thank you very much for Evolution Taekwondo in Narre Warren. We are very honoured to have you and all your friendly families and athletes here. Wishing you luck, and hope to see you here next year with the same number of little baby athletes having fun.
Yep, thank you.
Back with Neil Withington from Black Dragon Taekwondo, one of the masters here. Murat, tell us a bit about his gym.
Well, Neil's located in South Melbourne, in the heartland of Melbourne CBD. I've had the fortunate pleasure of knowing Neil for over a decade, but enough about myself, and I'll probably want to hand the microphone over to Neil. Neil, in your words, what does today mean to you, your dojang based in South Melbourne, Victoria?
Thanks, Murat. Well, for me, it's one level, but for the families that have come here today at our second time at this development competition, it's a fantastic experience for them and bringing their kids. Kids get to go through a whole range of emotions as they're competing, also the lead up to this competition and any competition. But without the pressure that they normally would have associated with the state championships. So there's a lot of matchups that would not necessarily happen in a normal situation, but here, because it's what we'd call a friendly competition, there's a different range of emotions. We don't have protesting here, and as a result of that, the adjudication is over to the officials, and we accept what's going on, and the kids are here to develop and learn their own skills that they would learn from being in a competition situation as opposed to just being in a club. So last year we came here with, I think, 3 or 4 students. This year we've come with 17 and 17 families. So it's a great day. There's a lot of happy faces here.
Neil, I was just about to say, what are some of the things that you teach a young kid that just comes in? What are some of the aspects you look at?
Discipline's one of the big things that is associated with any martial arts. Self-control, that's a very big issue, especially in a competition situation, because emotions are running very high, and we're teaching the children to listen to what's going on. Despite all the confusion and distractions out there, that to listen to their coach, only one voice. And those things they carry with them for life, in workplace, in school, and you can see those children that are able to switch on and listen it's the same in any classroom. They get their schoolwork done, all of those skills are developed, harnessed, and then the results are always measured.
Thank you for your time, Neil. Never forget Black Dragon Taekwondo in South Melbourne. Keep up the great work, mate. You had 3 the first year, 17 this year. We're expecting 30 next year.
Done. Thank you, and a big thank you to Murat for putting this on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Neil.
Wrapping up the KO boxing show, but today it's been a Taekwondo show. It's been fantastic. Murat, thanks for your support and time, and anything you'd like to say wrapping it up?
Peter, I'd like to thank yourself, of course, in the boxing show, but also all of our celebrity stars today, which are all our Victorian clubs and their athletes from the ages of 16 to 14, which are all behind me, and they're actually the stars which will be finishing it off. Murat Uric, as the director and the head coach of Team Taekwondo in Coburg, I want to thank all the other clubs from all the other suburbs, but without further to say, I think the best way to wrap up this show is to hand it to the real stars of Taekwondo, which are right behind me, and... Taekwondo!